Damon Hill believes Liam Lawson is the most likely candidate to step in for Sergio Perez should the Mexican be dropped ahead of the 2025 F1 season. While Perez's teammate Max Verstappen leads the World Championship by 62 points with 3 races remaining, the 34-year-old is 8th in the drivers' standings and without a win since April 2023. Perez did sign a new contract at Red Bull in the summer, with Christian Horner continuing to back the under-pressure driver until the end of 2025, with an option for a further year. However, amid a torrid run of form which included a last-place finish at his home race in Mexico last month, it is widely believed that the final 3 races of the 2024 season could be Perez's last at the reigning world champions. "I would have put Carlos Sainz there, but that is not going to happen," said 1996 F1 world champion Hill when asked about who could replace Perez at Red Bull. "So I think it is Liam Lawson almost certainly, because they have got experience of him." Lawson replaced Daniel Ricciardo at Red Bull's sister team RB ahead of the US Grand Prix and has immediately impressed, scoring 4 points in 3 races. Yet Red Bull have also been linked with Williams' Franco Colapinto, who has similarly shone filling in for the axed Logan Sargent. Colapinto has scored 5 points since his debut in Monza in September, but as it stands will be without a seat next season, with Carlos Sainz already confirmed as Alex Albon's teammate at Williams in 2025. It has been reported that Red Bull have offered around £15 million to hire Colapinto to their group of drivers. This is where you get into the murky world of, there may be some big money and, if that is the case, then it could be Colapinto, Hill added. "But I think he is a little bit inexperienced, so you might see him at RB." Yuki Tsunoda has already been confirmed as an RB driver for 2025. Perez will have his next chance to prove his worth at the Las Vegas Grand Prix on the 23rd of November. F1 next heads to the famous Sin City Strip for the second edition of the Las Vegas Grand Prix in round 22 of the 2024 season. While Max Verstappen took aim at the British press in the FIA post-race press conference, Red Bull boss Christian Horner teased Damon Hill for saying something nice about Verstappen after several strong criticisms. Damon Hill hasn't gone easy on Max Verstappen lately. Speaking to the Sky F1 podcast between the Mexican and Brazilian rounds of the 2024 Formula One Championship, the 1996 world champion offered scathing criticisms about the Dutch racer's fairness. "The problem that Max has is he simply refuses to concede any turf at all, to anyone, in an overtake," Hill stated. After analysing the on-track manoeuvres that earned Verstappen a whopping 20 seconds of penalties in Mexico, Hill concluded, "It is possible to race fairly, and that is something I'm not sure that Max is capable of. It's not in his repertoire, it's not in his philosophy. His philosophy is that you're not coming past." Verstappen himself responded to Hill's critiques during the pre-race press conference in Brazil, saying, "I don't listen to those individuals, I just do my own thing. I'm a 3-time world champion. I think I know what I'm doing. Honestly, I have my opinions, I don't need to share them. As everyone in motorsport knows, the best way to silence your critics is to put on a dominant performance, and that's just what Max Verstappen did in Brazil." A challenging qualifying session on Sunday morning paired with a 5-place grid penalty saw Verstappen start the Brazilian Grand Prix from 17th position on the grid. A win seemed ambitious, but win is just what Verstappen did. Speaking to Sky Sports after the race, Christian Horner was enthusiastic about Verstappen's performance, saying, "It was a masterclass today, and I think in those conditions the driver's skill really comes to a fore, and he was in a league of his own. I think as team we got all the calls right, and the car had great pace." Horner acknowledged that the P17 start contributed to the feeling that everything had gone against us, but that the reigning champion's outstanding drive helped the team turn the day around, especially after passing a whopping 6 cars on the very first lap. "It was an incredible performance from him. One of his very best," Horner gushed. Even further, Damon Hill offered a few words of praise as well, saying, "We sort of conjectured at the beginning that maybe this was a day when he could show everyone his brilliance, and he's absolutely done that today." Horner didn't waste a moment, hopping in to tease Hill by saying, "I think we're going to have to get that on record that Damon said something nice." Verstappen had a similar moment in the post-race press conference. As the conference came to a close, he asked where all the British press had gone, a dig at what he has perceived to be ongoing bias. But over on Sky Sports, Horner was proud. "It's a big day for the Drivers' Championship today, and I never expected to win that," he said. "I thought if we could get somewhere near the podium, it would be an amazing result. For him to have gone out there and won that race, it was an outstanding drive. He was patient, he attacked when he needed to, and his restart, he came from so far back. Truly an outstanding drive today." Both Christian Horner and Max Verstappen were in a punchy mood after a triumphant Brazilian Grand Prix, with both men from the Red Bull camp taking a moment to point out their successes to those who doubted them. What you think about Christian Horner teases Damon Hill over Max Verstappen comments after Brazil GP win? Like and comments below.